I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner Diaz with great ideas for dinners that you can make because we show you everything you need to know. Today, we go back to basics to bring you bechamel, how to make this special sauce, and 2 ways to use it in a really easy chicken pot pie and the classic ham sandwich, Croque Madame. We're celebrating sauce all this week on Dinner Diaz, and I'm not talking ketchup. Each day this week, we're going to be sharing how to make all 5 of what are commonly known as the mother sauces, essential sauces which are the base for so many other recipes. Today, we get started with bechamel, and here to share how he makes it is friend to the show, Jeremy DeClue. His restaurants include Marcel, Pangea, and the Wooden Rooster in Sarasota, plus his other Wooden Rooster in St. Pete. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you here.
It's my pleasure for sure.
Chef Jeremy is not only giving us the basics of bechamel, but he's going to be sharing how to make it into our Mornay sauce for an easy chicken pot pie. Then a bonus bechamel recipe, the classic Croque Madame sandwich, which is a favorite.
Good ham and cheese sandwich.
You can't go wrong. It's like the basic done right. But to get all of that started, we got to start with this bechamel sauce.
Correct.
So walk us through how we get the bechamel going.
All right, so we're going to start. It's very simple. So bechamel is used, it's like, I would say, old school recipes in France. So we're going to start by melting the butter. And what we want, so it's the same amount of butter as you put of flour. You want to cook it, so, and you can put some color in it, but you don't want to because you want to keep the sauce really white. So when the butter is melted, flour is cooked for a little bit, again, not too long.
Okay.
We're going to add the milk.
Now, you had this milk warmed as well.
You should add it cold, it's better.
Okay.
But it will take a longer time, and it doesn't change anything because what it does is the sauce, the flour will expand, and that's what's going to create the thickness of the sauce.
And we did that intentionally because we're going to bring this up to a boil right now, though.
Yes.
But you had that just so that way then for our purposes, we can have a little bit of a head start.
Less time, exactly. So I'm going to add the seasoning.
Now, what did you add now?
I'm adding nutmeg, a little bit of clove.
Okay.
Salt and pepper. There we go. All right.
Now, is that it?
And that's it.
That's it.
So you keep it here.
That's a bechamel.
That's the bechamel.
That is right there, everything. That right now is the foundation that we're going to have so much more fun with this because to do bechamel for yourself and make the chicken pot pie or the Croque Madame that we have coming up, grab Chef Jeremy's recipes for all of the above at our website, dinnerdiaz.com. You can even follow the recipe right now on your phone if you open the camera app to take a photo, but instead point at the TV and that box in the corner, it's a QR code. When your phone sees it, a link will appear right on your phone. Press that, and it takes you right to us. Okay, so we can just let this be for here.
We're going to leave it there for now, and we're going to start the chicken pot pie.
Okay.
So a touch of oil just so the butter doesn't burn right away. It's really minimal, and then what we're going to do is saute the chicken tender with butter. So we're going to let that melt. I'll let you stir it if it doesn't burn. When I finish cutting the chicken right here.
Now these are chicken tenders here.
That's what I use. I mean, you can use chicken breast as well. I just like the tender better.
Okay. And then, how small do you like it? What's the kind of cut size that you like for this?
They're going to shrink a little bit, so I do like I would say an inch by an inch.
Inch by an inch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing. We're going to add the chicken to that. Do some salt and pepper. And this is very flexible. I mean, you can add any seasoning, any flavor you want. I just made it the way I like it.
Okay.
Hopefully you like it too.
My friend, I love everything that you do with us every single time. And so do our viewers. So I'm going along with the ride with them.
Right.
And you.
So now we're going to start adding the vegetables. So those are diced potato. We're going to add the carrots.
And both of these, uncooked. This is the first time that they're going to be able to see any
Everything
type
is from
of
scratch,
heat.
yeah.
Okay.
And then some shallots. You can use onions if you like. I like shallots, a bit sweeter of a taste. So right now we're going to deglacer with white wine.
Okay. You got some white wine out there. You know what else? You know, they always say you need to you know, drink with what you cook with, cook what you drink with.
That's
I mean,
exactly what I think.
hey, good minds think alike, my friend.
That's the fun part of cooking. It's always having a glass.
It is the absolute best, especially when you have good friends to celebrate with. It's always a pleasure to have you in this kitchen, my friend.
Cheers to you. Thank you.
And you know what? Cheers to you at home as well. Thank you.
So I use a Chardonnay, American Chardonnay. We can use it.
And now the Chardonnay. Why do you like to use a Chardonnay for this one?
I like Chardonnay. I mean, I feel pot pie is more like an American dish to me.
Okay.
So I feel like an American Chardonnay.
Okay.
California.
A California nice Chardonnay?
I mean, any wine can go. You can use any wine. You're going to cook it down, so.
Sure.
So it's ready. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well, we finish up the filling for our chicken pot pie. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, how this becomes a perfect pie, plus how bechamel makes the finest French breakfast sandwich ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We're sharing the secrets to several sauces all week, starting today with bechamel. The first of the 5 French mother sauces, and showing us how he does it, is Chef Jeremy Decloux from restaurants The Wooden Rooster and Marcel. And in a moment, we'll be turning our base bechamel into another sauce for a chicken pot pie. And later, we'll also use it to make a croque madame sandwich. Before all that, though, so we don't forget her, how's your wife Lola doing these days?
She's great. Thank you for asking.
Of course. She's a friend of the show, so she's doing well.
She's excited for us to be here. So
she's excited for you to be here, and I'm sure that your daughter Milana is also very excited to have you here again too.
She's good. She asked if she could come. I was like, no.
Oh, you know what though? The next time, she's always invited. We will absolutely. We'd absolutely love to do that sometime because
become jealous of me. So
she's becoming jealous of you. All right. Now, is this a dish that you guys are cooking together a lot?
We do. She loves to cook, so she enjoys every bit of it.
Okay, so then she knows what's happening next then, because before the break, we made our bechamel sauce, melting butter, adding flour, then the milk, which we brought to a boil and added seasoning, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and clove. And we set that to the side so we can start the filling for our pie. Sauteing diced chicken tenders in, yes, more butter, then adding carrots, potatoes, and shallots before we deglaze the pan with some wine, because that's just now a base.
It's a base.
But we're going to go above the base because we're going to take this bechamel to the next level.
To the morning. So every mother sauce is a base of something, so you can adjust. So there's the next step to a bechamel is a mornay sauce, which is nothing less than a bechamel with cheese. So for chicken pot pie, I think it's great to have some cheesy flavor into it.
I love that.
So that's what we're going to do right now. So,
okay.
So the sauce, you can see all the vegetables start to cook, and add some more sauce. And I would have added the cheese to the bechamel first, but because we're keeping some for our next segment for the croque madame, I don't want to add it to it. So.
You don't want to add it all to it. Okay.
All right. So we're going to do this like this.
And then why cheddar cheese with this one?
You can add any cheese you want. I like the sharpness of the cheddar.
Okay.
It will kick off a little bit. It's kind of a smooth dish for creamy sauce.
Okay. So it melts nicely with it as well.
So we're going to add the cheese to that. And same thing, you can add as much as you want depending on what cheesiness level you want to be to.
Okay.
You see we're getting to a nice like creamy sauce without any cream. So that's kind of a magic of a bechamel.
Okay.
And when it's like that, we can add all the rest of the vegetables. So I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, which I like the freshness of the garlic to be added instead of cooking with it.
Okay.
But you could have put the garlic at the first batch. I have some fresh corns right here, some fresh peas. Thank you. Some parsley. Same thing, parsley can be optional if you don't like parsley.
I love that.
And then dry tarragon, I love tarragon.
Okay, so you like that flavor behind this one. Very nice.
And I figure we'll tie it up to the tarragon for the hollandaise to make like a béarnaise sauce or anything like that.
It already smells fantastic.
And there we go, so that's it. I mean, you can let it simmer for a little bit. And we're going to get ready for the next step.
Because to have this pie for your dinner, just grab the recipe from our website, dinnerdeas.com. It has everything you need to make the basic bechamel, then turn it into dinner. Plus how to make a croque madame, which is coming up later. Just scan the QR code down there to find us. Okay, so this is good.
So this
Kinda
is good.
little-
If you want to put some in here, fill them up almost to the top.
Almost to the top.
And then I'm going to start cutting a puff pastry to do
Okay.
the pie part. So I took a lid and it's about the size of our container. And I'm going to cut around
So
it.
that's like a little trick right there. Like, just go a little bit more than what you need, but you just literally took a top lid.
I just took the lid and then, yeah, just cut the size you're looking for. You can do a square as well, as far as it covers the entire dish.
Okay.
You want it to be able to stick to the side of a dish. And I use puff pastry. I like the fluffiness of it. If you have a family recipe for your own recipe of any kind of dough you make pies with, you can use that as well.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Take the extra flour out. And then what I do is I just put it right on top. Don't take all the extra flour so it doesn't taste too floury after you cook it. And then we'll press it to the top.
Okay. And so you're just going to press that just to make sure that it really locks and really has that point for it
Correct.
to seal it, really.
All right.
Okay.
And then to make it nice and golden and nice and brown when you cook it, we're going to put egg wash on it. So it's egg yolk, water, salt, just enough to make it liquidy.
Okay.
And then you can lightly brush the top of a pastry, puff pastry. And this is only for color, so it doesn't give any taste or anything like this.
But it's going to give that beautiful golden shine behind it,
Correct.
which I absolutely love, because this reminds me so much of my sister Maggie. Growing up as a kid, this was like her favorite.
Chicken pot pie.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if I was to think of my sister in one particular meal,
That would be the
this,
dish?
this would be it.
That's
so.
awesome. That's what food is all about, is to remember people based on their dish.
Absolutely.
So one thing we can compete as restaurateurs is compete with family cooking. Nobody beats family
There's
cooking.
nothing that beats it. There's absolutely nothing that beats it, because while our pies are going to get bacon in the oven behind us, we're taking a break. But when we come back, we should have just enough time to share one more way to bring bechamel into your life. This time on a classic sandwich with ham, cheese, eggs, and yes, even more butter. It's a French recipe. What did you expect? That's ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. It's Monday of our Mother Sauce Special Week, where each day we're showing you how top chefs make all 5 of the sauces used as a base for dozens of different dinner ideas. Today, bringing us bechamel is Chef Jeremy Declue. He has restaurants in St. Pete and Sarasota, and he's sharing not only how he makes the sauce, but how to use it in 2 different ways, in a chicken pot pie and a croque madame, which we're about to make. Before the break, we added our bechamel to our chicken pot pie filling, mixing in cheddar cheese, which actually made it a Mornay sauce. Then we added garlic, corn, peas, parsley, and tarragon to finish the filling. We cut our puff pastry to size, then filled our pie dish, covering with pastry and mixing a little bit of egg yolk with water and salt, pepper to brush that on top. And that's baking over in the oven as we speak, which leaves us time for another way to use this bechamel with a beloved sandwich, a croque madame, which literally and unhelpfully translates as Madam Crunch.
Correct. So croque madame is a female version of a croque monsieur.
Now, what is the croque monsieur first?
So let's do the croque monsieur and then we'll show you why it's a madame after.
We're gonna go all in for it then.
Backwards.
We're getting the whole group together.
Correct.
Okay.
So we got our bechamel. I use a sourdough bread. You can use sliced bread, white bread, any bread you like.
Okay.
I just like the sourdough. I like the texture of it. So we're going to put a little bit of bechamel on it. We're going to spread it around a little better in a second. And it's, we're going to bake the sandwich open face. I'll try to cover over bread because we don't want the bread to bake in the oven and kind of like burn on the edges.
Okay, so this is gonna be able to be a nice barrier then for that to happen then.
Correct.
Okay.
So there you go. So, and we have smoked ham. Same thing, you can put as many as you want. So the croque monsieur is a ham and cheese sandwich, long story short.
But not just any ham and cheese sandwich. The absolute best
The basic. I mean,
ham and cheese sandwich.
I don't think you can go to any brasserie in France and not have a croque monsieur or croque madame on the menu.
That's gotta be, it's
It's-
like a staple.
You have to, yeah. It's a very classic like lunch sandwiches for French people. So it's for us, so we'll put a little extra ham everywhere. All right. And then we have Swiss cheese. We'll put right here. And we're going to bake all this.
Oh, this is the fanciest French grilled cheese that's happened over here.
It's our version of a grilled cheese. That's what we grew up with. So that's it. So we're going to bake it like that. It takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll build it together, and then we'll show you how to do it, madame.
Fantastic. For the amounts, ingredients, and the directions to do what we've been doing for your dinner, grab Chef Jeremy's recipes on our website, dinnerdeas.com, or just scan the QR code down there on the screen. Oh, look at that. That is the height. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now, we do have that croque monsieur.
In the oven.
And so now we can make a croque madame.
So the croque madame is nothing but the croque monsieur with an egg sunny side up on top.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do is cook the eggs for it, and that's it. So very simple. Both dishes are very, very, very simple, but very good.
Well, we're going to take a break because while we resist touching the pie, we'll see how this all comes together in that croque madame. Ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. We're doing something different this week, celebrating the 5 sauces known as mother sauces. So called because they're the base for so many other dishes, and making a different one each day, starting today with a bechamel, which was made by our returning guest, chef and friend to the show, Chef Jeremy Decloux. And we took it one step further by turning it into a Mornay sauce by adding cheese and making it the filling of these chicken pot pies that look absolutely fantastic. Plus, it's the secret sauce, literally, in the classically cooked French sandwich, the croque madame, that is literally just taking my eyes right now, because I'm just like, you know, thinking to myself, if you're on a diet, is this going to be good for, you know, the sides here, or?
It's good. It's good ingredients.
It's all good. It's good ingredients. You know, hey, diet out the window. It's all good ingredients. It's going to taste good.
I hope so, yeah.
You want to go into this one first?
Let's go for it.
All right. Any proper way to get into it?
I like to crack the yolks on top so it runs on the sandwich, but that's a personal favorite.
Oh, then show me the way, my friend. Come on now.
There we go. Definitely a fork and knife sandwich for sure.
You know, but this also brings like an air of just like refinement then. You know, it's not like, hey, let me get my arms out. It's like straight up like,
it makes it fancier.
It's the fancy, because it's a fancy, beautiful grilled cheese.
Oh, enjoy.
But so much more.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, pretty good. Out of this world good, my
Awesome.
friend. Like, everything is right there. You have,
I like it.
you have everything. And I mean, it's that balance between what's rich and indulgent to what's salty behind it, what has this just, you know, decadence that just kind of just coats the palate because of that egg yolk that's just rich. I got to go one more bite because right there I see all of that bechamel just kind of like, coming right
off
out.
the sandwich, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That brings memory back.
That is...
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Now, not to be outdone with something that's absolutely beautiful and crispy as well, is this chicken pot pie here. Now, this right here is like just...
I like it. I think it's cool if you have party or something casual, but you still want to impress it. I love the look of it. I always do.
And it's something that you can do in bulk, and for like that party, everyone has something a little bit fun. You played around and had a little bit of some shapes that were going on top of it as well during the break.
I did put the leaves on top, yeah.
I mean, anyone could have just...
Exactly, it's fun.
A little bit. All right, you ready to go into this one?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, you like to go spoon, too.
I like spoon, yeah.
Okay, so then the spoon helps.
It's one of my favorites. It's a puff pastry baked like this, so it's like crispy on the top and I love the sogginess on the bottom of it.
Okay. So it's all these different textures that are happening there for you.
All right, throw it on. It's a really healthy lunch.
It's a really delicious lunch. What's your favorite part about this? When you're like going right back into, you're like, I'm going for it, Jeff. What are you going back for? What's the taste?
I like the simplicity of it. I like the, it's like homey, feels good. Got everything in it. You have vegetables, you have the meat, you don't need bread, you don't need anything. So one dish. Like I said, both of them will go great with like a little mixed green salad with a light dressing.
Oh.
And people are, yeah, the whole pastry, puff pastry makes it.
No, you know what makes it? You make it, my friend. You make it a blast every single time that you're here with us. We thank you so much because this now sets the stage for the rest of our
sauces.
week, celebrating all these beautiful sauces, because this right here, 1 down, 4 more to go. Thanks again to Chef Jeremy Decloux. Grab all his recipes from today at dinnerdeas.com, where we also have a link to all of his restaurants. Sarasota's Marcel, plus the Wooden Rooster, which is also there, but also in St. Pete tomorrow. Our Mother Sauce Week continues with the lesser-known Espanol. What is it? How to use it? Join us back here to find out. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more Dinner Dias.